Welcome to today's Psych with Sigmund, where we're going to explore the fascinating concept of social proof. You might have heard of it before, but perhaps you've never stopped to think about how it influences your daily life. In everyday language, social proof refers to the way we tend to follow the actions or opinions of others when we're uncertain or looking for guidance. It's like when you're trying a new restaurant and you see a long line of people waiting outside. You might think to yourself, "Wow, this place must be really good if so many people are willing to wait." That's social proof in action. This concept is important in psychology because it reveals how our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are shaped by the social world around us. It's not just about following the crowd, but also about how we use social cues to make sense of the world and navigate uncertain situations. The idea of social proof has been around for a while, and it was first introduced by psychologist Robert Cialdini in his 1984 book, Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion. One key concept that helps explain this phenomenon is social learning theory, which suggests that we learn new behaviors and attitudes by observing others. This theory was developed by psychologist Albert Bandura, who showed that people are more likely to adopt a behavior if they see someone else being rewarded for it. Another important framework for understanding social proof is the idea of cognitive dissonance, which proposes that we tend to feel uncomfortable when our actions or beliefs conflict with those of others. This discomfort motivates us to change our behavior or attitudes to align with the social norm. For example, if you're a smoker and all your friends are quitting, you might experience cognitive dissonance and be more likely to try to quit smoking yourself. Research has shown that social proof can have a powerful influence on our behavior, often outside of our conscious awareness. One classic study by psychologist Solomon Asch found that people were willing to give incorrect answers to a simple question if they saw others doing the same. This study demonstrated how social proof can lead us to conform to a group, even when it goes against our own judgment. More recent research has explored the role of social media in shaping our behavior through social proof. For instance, a study published in the Journal of Consumer Research found that people are more likely to buy a product if they see positive reviews from others online. This highlights how social proof can be used to influence consumer behavior and decision-making. So, what does this mean for us in our everyday lives? Understanding social proof can help us become more aware of how we're influenced by others and make more informed decisions. For example, when considering a new purchase or trying a new activity, take a step back and ask yourself, am I doing this because it's really what I want, or am I just following the crowd? By recognizing the power of social proof, we can develop a more critical and autonomous approach to decision-making. In therapeutic settings, social proof can be used to promote positive behaviors and attitudes. For instance, group therapy sessions often rely on social proof to encourage individuals to adopt healthier habits or coping strategies. By seeing others in the group making progress, individuals may feel more motivated to do the same. However, it's also important to acknowledge the potential downsides of social proof. When we blindly follow the crowd without critical evaluation, we can end up engaging in behaviors that are harmful or unhealthy. For example, if everyone around you is binge drinking, it doesn't mean that it's a good idea for you to do the same. The balance between being influenced by others and staying true to ourselves is delicate, yet crucial for our well-being and autonomy. To illustrate this point, consider the example of a social media influencer who promotes a new diet or exercise program. If thousands of people start following this influencer and trying out the program, it may create a sense of social proof that makes others more likely to try it too. But is this always a good thing? What if the program is unhealthy or unsustainable? This highlights the importance of critically evaluating the information we consume and not just following the crowd. In addition, research has shown that people are more likely to be influenced by social proof when they are in a state of uncertainty or anxiety. For example, during times of economic recession, people may be more likely to follow the advice of financial experts or conform to social norms around saving money. This highlights the importance of being aware of our own emotions and motivations and not letting social proof dictate our decisions without careful consideration. In conclusion, social proof is a complex and multifaceted concept that influences our behavior in profound ways. By understanding how it works and being more mindful of its presence in our lives, we can develop a more nuanced approach to decision-making and cultivate a stronger sense of autonomy. So, the next time you find yourself following the crowd, take a step back and ask yourself, is this really what I want, or am I just caught up in the social proof? Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of social proof. If you have any questions or topics you'd like to explore further, please don't hesitate to reach out. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, may your ego find balance between pleasure and reality.